Hey Sunshines! Well, I thought I'd show you what I'm working on at the moment. I'm actually working upstairs and not in the studio. The flies are really bad here at the moment, and living on a dairy farm, well, dairy farm's about a couple of minutes walk away, but you can imagine the flies and stuff, so the only place free from fly, well mostly, is inside. Okay, so I've been shopping and I'm working on some new stuff. Went to IKEA, was it last week or so, and bought some plexi blocks. These are the ones that you use to put photos behind. They're little photo frames, 10 by 15 centimeters or 4 by 6. You can get them from IKEA. They are really awesome. I always use them to create little artworks. And here's an example of a new little artwork that I'm making at the moment. I have to glue it all together. But it's like you create the artwork underneath the plexiglass, and I'm going to glue this piece on top. So that's one. Here's another one I'm working on. It's a crow, and I've got to put like an eye in it and put something on the top. And this one's more of an abstract little artwork, which I quite like. So I'm going to sort of have that like that. Oh, I had this piece here, so I think it was going to go something like that. So what I've done is I've just printed out a heap of my images onto transparency paper, and what I've done is, to some of them I've spray painted the back of them white, of the transparency, so you get a stronger image. And then what I've done is I've just basically collaged and cut them up to create, you know, there's different layers in this artwork to create one sort of image that I'm happy with. So I'm working on the plexi blocks. I went shopping today and I bought this photo frame. Well, I actually pulled it to pieces because I only really wanted this, because I love the pattern, and I'm going to spray paint it and use it as a stencil. And what I like about it is it has this space in the middle, so I can put other stuff in it. So that was worth it. They had a bigger one, but I thought I'd just try the smaller one first and see how I go. I started doing lots of layering to some works on paper again, just building up lots of layers and repetition of image. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and put in more images that have a bit of a story. So these are really fun to do. I love doing these. They're pretty simple, fun, and I get a lot of ideas for big paintings from doing these little series. So I've got about 40 of them here. Took me, I don't know, an hour or so to build up all these layers. I work pretty quickly, as you know. Moving on to, I bought this today, which is a photo frame, but it's got 3 layers to it. And what I'm going to try and do is create a scene on each layer. Well, I'm going to create, the side slides off like this, and then the glass comes out like that. And there's 3 panels in there, and I'm going to put different images on there, like roses and different backgrounds. So I'm actually going to create a little artwork inside this, just as an experiment. And the good thing is about it, it's glass. I can probably put a light source behind the back as well, so it'll help it shine through. So I thought I'd use some of the transparency images on it and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to experiment with that tonight and see what I can come up with. Because I've got this art fair coming up in September, the end of September. So I need to have lots of work ready for that. Hence the reason I'm doing all the works on paper. Also boxes. I need to make a lot of these boxes because I think they'll sell pretty well as well. What I did was I went and bought a heap of smaller boxes. Like so, and I'm just going to do the foil art technique. I've already started to do one on the smaller boxes, and so I have a choice of large and small boxes. So people, you know, sort of covers all different price ranges, and people can choose what they want. Moving right along, I also thought that I could have images, plexi images, transparency images layered. I'm going to coat some of these in white and build up images, but I thought I could have them hanging off like a cool piece of wood with like a hanger on it, and they could hang like that. So you could see all the different layers, and I could write on some and spray paint images on some and build up a really interesting composition. So I thought I'd give that a try. Still got lots of ideas. I bought this today as well, which is cool. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I just thought I'd just buy it. If I can get the damn thing open. So that's what happens when you don't have any nails, because I chew my nails. I know it's bad and it's terrible, but oh well. Could be worse. I could be a drug addict, and I could be an alcoholic. Oh, there you go. See? And what happens is there's just concertinas. So who knows what I'm going to do with that? I'm a hoarder. How am I going for time? Oh yeah, a few more minutes left. And my masks, I think I've shown you this one before, but what I did to it yesterday was refired it in my raku kiln that I made, and it gets all this black on it. Like, well, once you've brought it up to temperature, then you put it into another container with sawdust, and you can put horse shit and whatever else you want in there. So I threw it in there, and then it was completely black. So I got a steel wool and some sandpaper, and just put it under running water and sanded it back till you get all the soot off it, but only in the right places, and you get all these beautiful highlights of all the cracks and all of that. But what I'm doing with this one, it's going to sit like that on the table. But I'm going to get a light, like a bulb and a cord, and have it switched on, so you can actually have it on the table like a lamp. And I'm going to make some more of those. I already started making some with the clay that I got, and I'm going to see how I go. And I just bought a heap of stuff to put on the side of like these boxes and heaps of stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. Hope you're having a great weekend. Let me know what you're up to, and I'll be in touch soon. Later.